Hello, I'm Panos Kotzathanasis, and this is Asian Movie Pulse Interviews. Today I'm here with Sidney Ken, director of Respoken, a Cambodian documentary we recently reviewed as part of our Submit Your Film initiative. How are you, Sidney?
I'm good. I'm staying from home right now. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to see you too. So let's take it from the beginning. What initially drew you to Lakhon Niyeay as a subject? And also, how did this whole production came to be? I understand that this was a school production or something. Can you tell me a bit more? Yeah.
So my friends over at the Department of Media and Communication, like I'll call DMC for short, they started off because like it's for their third year thesis, basically. So they need to come up with some documentary concepts that they will premiere all together as a class. But that was the first stage that Respoken came to like. It's because it was a school project between Phirun, my co-director, and Kahapadai, which is my producer. And they started off interviewing a load of experts and then combining them together to for a short form documentary. I think it was 7 or 6 minutes, somewhere around there, for the school thesis. But then at the later stage of that project, they invited me on for making sure that the editing flows well and also color grading that part. So when I stepped in, I saw that okay, what they already have because they've had a lot of other experts in the interviews already. Let's say I chimed in and I thought maybe we could give more story to this piece, right? Before it was just something about a topic. What is spoken theater, Lakhon Niyeay? What is that? Like what's the history behind it? But what I wanted to show more is how vulnerable it is nowadays and how many or lack thereof the artists that are keeping it alive. So yeah, that's the long and short of it. Yes.
Okay, okay. And how was your cooperation with Pirun? Who did what in the film? Your co-director.
Actually, Pirun came up with a lot of the writing early on because he had to submit everything to to the school first. But then later on, I got into more involved in basically making it into a longer piece. As you've seen, it's 26 minutes, and actually, because like we are a small team, just four people, including my editor, Dara. So our roles kind of overlap a little. Like I've been like submitting to a lot of festivals, both here and also outside. So I guess yeah, we try to do whatever we can for such a small team.
Okay, okay. And tell me a bit about Nen Phearith, if I'm pronouncing his name correctly, who is essentially the central figure of the film. How did you find him and why did you decide to make him the protagonist, let's say?
I see. Because right now the idea came from Piron and Kapadai. They centered on him mostly on the first stage, like the submission for school. But yeah, he's really, let's say, standing out as an artist because like not a lot of people that there's like not many troops that are organizing what they're doing. And I really after pre-interviewing before the main interview, I really thought that his personal story ties in into his passion and his like, dedication that he's gotta do it. It's gotta work. And also he's really an interesting character to in real life and also in his career. That's why we chose him. Yeah.
But in what ways would you say that he is interesting?
Interesting. I think it's just he's really committed, you know.
Mm, mm,
Like there are many obstacles along the way. Like he can have a temper sometimes with his team. Like there's a
mm,
lot of footage behind the scene, but really all he's doing is because he's determined that this thing needs to move forward. And maybe sometimes people don't feel that uh smooth with it, but he needs to make it work. And that's what I love about him.
mhm. And tell me a bit about the scene close to the end where he cries. Was it, how did that came about?
Oh, the behind the stage one
Yeah,
before he
yeah,
steps out.
yeah.
Oh,
When he starts
the
crying during the
interview when he
interview.
cries.
Yeah, yeah.
That was unprompted.
Mhm.
I was behind the camera with Piron, like should we keep recording, man? But then it worked out to be like a really good uh space for the audience to sit there and think about, oh, there's this pressure mounting on him. There's a huge show tomorrow that he's supposed to host, but there's not many tickets. So yeah, we was just that was our main interview day that we got. That was the one day before they were supposed to have the event, and yeah, that was a lot of pressure. We had I think an hour with him for the whole interview, and other than that, we just film a lot of B-rolls and also in the moment stuff. So the time pressure was on, and also the pressure to sell was also on in his mind, and also his team. So I think that really got to him, and also he said himself he can get emotional when it comes to family stuff because he's a really family man.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes.
And tell me a bit about the particular theater. How is it different than, say, traditional theater, the way that we know it in the West, let's say?
For compared to the West, I'm not sure. I haven't seen it a lot, but for um, I think it's kind of similar.
Mm,
If you because like we're really adapting a lot of the literature old from the French protectorate era and also later on. So they really like adapt that on stage as acting as opposed to doing some sort of movie. Instead, they do it live performance on stage. So I guess it's similar to like normal theaters in the West. But lately, they've been, especially EsaiVoler, the troupe, they have written new original ones that I just went to their event like 2 days ago, and they have a short snippet, and I'm really looking forward to that.
mhm, mhm. And how do you feel about the future of the particular type of theater? Will it continue? Will it
We,
stop? Yeah.
yeah, I think personally, I still hold out hope just like him.
Hmm.
And the one thing that I really think is the obstacle here is basically marketing, the business side of things. Like, sure, you can have a lot of talented actors, a lot of talented uh, professors and teachers, but if they don't have the right place or platform to put it out there for the general public, I think it's not gonna grow as it potentially should. And I really think that if they want to really grow, I offer some piece of idea to them too that they really need to focus on the business side of things, really, because like they already have the resource in terms of artistic vision, and all they need is just a little more business.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
And so the film combines, you have archival material with the scenes of rehearsals and the performance. Uh, how did you go to, how was your approach towards the editing in that regard? How did you combine the different elements?
Oh, actually, the the editing was kind of a nightmare because I think there was around 7 or 8 hours of footage we shot all together. And to make that into a cohesive thing, I went through many drafts. Mostly it's just me at cafes overnight, starting from 8 p.m. to like 1 a.m. I know it's not healthy, but yeah, it got it working. But it took a lot of back and forth with me and my other team to see what they like and what they don't. And mostly it was, yeah, it took a lot of time, but I think if it were me, I would have liked to make it a little bit better. I think we all do that, but yeah, that's what we have right now. Yes.
Mhm. Okay, so you're not 100% satisfied with the outcome.
Oh, of course not. Yeah. We plan to do like a remaster of it for, let's see if we have a some sort of organization here that will offer publicity for us to put it online. But yeah, it's just remastering. I think we're ready to move on to let's see, another interesting art form that we would like to cover later on or something like that. So I guess stay tuned.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
And during shooting the whole thing, was there some moments that were particularly difficult for you to shoot or?
Oh, I guess like the challenging-ish part is would be the backstage because on one hand you want it there you want to be there to document everything that's going on, the pressure on everyone's face, but also there's this guilt, sort of guilt that you feel like maybe I'm in their faces and they can't focus. Am I in their way? So I guess that's challenging to balance between like observing and not annoying them, basically. Yeah.
Okay. And the film won a number of awards. So I was wondering, did you see some renewed interest in the particular style of theater after the film was screened and won those awards?
Um, Honestly, I haven't followed up with their team so much. I've just went to their event today, but I think they were on sort of a, how do you say that, hiatus, like sort of a break of
Mm,
all of them to reconsider and restructure. So there haven't been a lot of events in the meantime, but the event that I just went to, it I think the crowd got bigger
mhm,
than when
mm,
I was last year.
Okay, okay. And
Yes.
did you expect winning these awards when you were done with the film, or was it a surprise
Oh
completely?
no. I expect it to be like a normal screening, like official selection, but I think combined from first of all the topic and also the main character that really fits into the local festivals here that they would like to show something like this. Because I see a lot of really traditional documentaries made that are not really this storytelling kind, because mostly the stuff that are making mostly about something of a topic instead of a story of someone trying to achieve something. And I think the jury really connected with this style of storytelling more than the traditional one. That's why.
Ah, okay, okay. And tell me a bit, how is Cambodian cinema at the moment? Like, how is the industry? How is the audience?
Oh, um,
That hard.
where should I start? Well, because recently there's something that gives me slight hope, because recently there's been some, I'm not sure if you know, there's some border tension between Cambodia and Thailand, and that made a whole lot of tragedies happen, and also measures were taken, such as the Ministry of Fine Arts decided to restrict, or I think outright ban, the showing of Thai films in
Mm,
here. So I think that's a good catalyst for local productions to really step up their games and like put out more stuff locally. So I think there's an opportunity there, but it really depends on how they decide, like from like the major studios here. And I really hope it works out good because yeah, local would the local cinema would really thrive when there's less competition from outside.
mhm. Okay, okay. And last question, I guess, what are your future projects? What are you working on next? And I'm also
Oh,
wondering if shooting this film like changed your perspective about what you want to do in the future.
well, as you know, I'm still young. I think I'm 20 years old right now, and after completing this film, I guess it only cemented like this is what I want to do, because like from talking to the talents later on, like how much they appreciated this documentary out there, and I'm not sure if we've affected in a major way, but we did some part at contributing to this sort of art form that we have. And I think that's what really makes me want to do next. And the project that I'm doing right now is another documentary series for hip hop band here, actually, like all
Oh.
all of the members. So that kind of gave way to like that was the precedence for me to take on this current project right now, which I'm really excited about. And honestly, for me, I think documentary is not, of course, it's not a very, let's say, commercially. viable first, you know.
Mhm.
And I would still do it on the side from other paid gigs too, because it's just mostly documentary for me is a passion instead of a money maker. Yes.
Mhm. Okay. Okay. So you're planning to also shoot fiction at some point.
Actually, yes. I'm working, um, not sure if I should say this, but I'm working on my first feature-length script right now. It's a story from close to me. It's from my hometown.
Mhm.
And I think when it's finished, I would, yeah, I'm not sure. Everything is new to me. So I'm really excited to see what comes up. Yeah. Hopefully, I can uh, send my feature film for review on Asian Movie Pulse later next
Okay,
year,
good.
probably.
Great, great. That's good. All right, that's it. Thank you very much for your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.